Hello and welcome to our Tyto Online teacher walkthrough videos. I'm Lindsay and I'll be helping to figure out a little bit about how you play the game for those that aren't really familiar with these type of 3D games, so you can make sure you're comfortable before your class jumps into it. So I just logged into a student account, but it doesn't have any teacher assignments or anything. I'll just kind of be showing you what normal gameplay would look like, and we'll be walking through the process in a series of short videos for that. So first, what you're seeing here is a blank screen, because this is our character select screen, where once you have a character, it will actually show up here. And then if you were in multiple classes, you would have a list of classes here down the left. In this case, I'm only in one class. So I'm going to go ahead and enter the world. This will be my first time loading into the world. There starts with actually a lore video, but I'm going to go ahead and skip it.
We have made
just in the interest of our time here. So this is what it will look like to get started.
Oh, hi there. Time to wakey, Snowflakey. Don't try to move just yet. You gotta take it slow after 4 years of cryo sleep, you know? You're the last person we have to process, so thanks for being patient. Not that you could have complained since we only started defrosting you an hour ago.
Please stay on task, Joel.
Right. What's your name?
So this is how the tutorial opens up, and I'm going to go ahead and put a name in here. I know students aren't going to want on here, and so they'll go ahead and do a name, and it does note not to use your real name and has you kind of confirm that. Oh, apparently I have done that before. Yes, I am sure. Okay.
Cognitive recall function nominal.
Ding, ding, ding. Yeah, we already knew your name. We're just making sure that your brain isn't broken. Since we're getting introduced, I'm Joel, and this is Liana.
I'm Dr. Sen. Joel, please control your unprofessionalism.
Sorry, Dr. Sen. Just trying to break the ice. Get it?
Please study your features. Your appearance should be identical to how it was when you emigrated from Earth.
Okay, so this part is the character setup screen. It starts with a randomly generated character, so it'll look different each time for everyone.
Hey, Doctor, what did the cryoscientist say to her assistant?
I couldn't hazard a guess.
She said, hey, could I get a little assistance here?
I'm going to pause, apparently, every time they tell a joke. So, their students can go through and pick between a large variety of body styles and faces and hairstyles, hair color, skin tone, all of the above here. I'm actually just going to randomize a couple times, and we'll just stick with a character that pops up here. Yeah, sounds fun. And go ahead and finish up.
All right, time to get moving.
Testing rotational excursion of neck.
I need you to turn your head to look at these 3 lights here.
So this is your tutorial setup. It will first ask the students to do a few things, and this is just getting them used to the game. So the first thing is just kind of how do you rotate your camera around. So you see I just went too fast. I'm using a different mouse than normal. And so it'll kind of lead them through a few things.
Looks like somebody's turning heads over here, huh? Okay, that was pretty bad.
Even by your standards.
Wait, what's that on the ceiling? Ha! Made you look.
Joel, stop being asinine. You're a medical professional, not a kindergartner, I think.
Asinine.
For the final diagnostic, please walk towards the platform here.
Okay, so now I need to walk over.
Easy peasy. All right, here's the tricky part. I need you to jump onto that platform over there. If you can do that, you'll be good to go.
Now sometimes teachers have a little difficulty with this part, just kind of getting the basics of jumping up on the platform here. So I will say probably the easiest way to do it is when you press spacebar, of course you jump, and so don't do a running jump and stuff because you might miss it. Just go ahead and kind of press spacebar and tap is kind of how I do that sometimes. And so that you have a decent amount of controls once you're in the air.
Nice. Well, you've got a clean bill of health, so if you screw up at Tyto and cause an animal extinction or something, you can't blame us.
Joel.
I'm only kidding. Sort of. Also, one last thing before you head out there to begin your new life and all that jazz. Your eye minder.
The eye minder is a contact lens with an interface that projects itself onto your vision.
Basically, it's a thing you stick in your eye that makes your life easier. Watch.
Okay.
Pretty nifty, huh? Everybody here wears one. They don't make a cat eye version, unfortunately, but I've been lobbying pretty hard for it. Fingers crossed. Anyway, that's it. You're free. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Actually, you don't have a home yet, do you?
Okay, so he's just telling me how to go get my apartment as well. And so we're going to go ahead and exit right out the store, though. So that was just the very basic tutorial. If you've assigned content to your students, it will actually start popping up now as soon as they've left the room, as soon as they get back into the full game world that you see here, which I happen to log in at night, which is beautiful. So this does continue with some basic tutorial, though. I definitely suggest that when you have your students play, you give them a first play session just to complete this, including getting their apartment set up. Having some of that ownership from both their custom character and their apartment is really encouraging for students who want to do more. And our hope is to actually go home and continue to play. They can set up their apartments and do that type of thing more at home as well. So we're going to go ahead and finish off the rest of Welcome Citizen, which is the full quest here. So right now it's giving me a little tutorial prompts about what my mini map is. And so you can see this is your map. And if I just press these continue buttons, it'll keep going. So I'm the little red arrow here, pointing in the direction. The legend gives you some hints about what you're seeing on the map. And the blue icon is your current objective, so it tells you for a quest you're currently on and lets me know that I should head over there. And my active quest tracker is over here showing me what's there, so I can always look over here for guidance. And I can also go see the full quest tracker and kind of turn on and on tracking and see more information in here as well. But that's it. That's what I have going on right now. So I'm going to go ahead and head over there. And of course, when you're playing, just always feel free to click around and experiment. That's definitely one of the important aspects of learning a new system. So oftentimes when I get to new games like this, I just mouse over and click absolutely everything to learn what it does and figure out what everything is. So please don't be afraid to click around. And so I'm heading towards the apartments, which are easy because I know exactly where they are. But of course, if I looked at the map here, I can see as I go towards the little blue dot over there. And then we also put different signs actually in the physical game world that you'll see around. So you'll see we're coming up on a sign that says Tyto Apartments, and there was another one further back there as well, so that will help you out. So I traveled to Tyto Apartments, and as you can see over here in the mini map on the bottom right, and if I open it up here, it's showing kind of a little circle that I need to go to for my objective. So if I walk into that circle, I've done that, and then it will update. So in this case, it's saying the person behind the front desk is trying to get your attention, and then over on the right here, it's changed to say I need to click on Bert to talk to him. And so I can always just look on the right side of my screen right there to see what I should be doing next.
Hello there. Welcome to Aspeth. Are you an evacuee? Then welcome to Aspeth, and my deepest condolences about your planet and everything. Moving on, I'm the evacuee liaison for Aspeth, so I'll be registering you as an official Aspethian citizen. Great. Then by the power vested in me by the Intergalactic Council, I hereby proclaim you a citizen of Aspeth.
So as you can see on the bottom here, I have some choices in how I respond as the player.
Yep. You are now entitled to all of the rights and privileges of a naturalized citizen of Aspeth, in addition to being subject to the laws and regulations thereof. Congratulations!
And so this definitely encourages the amount that your students will actually wait and listen to or read the dialogue, since they have to choose how they want to respond, and then the character will respond differently to them depending on that.
Nope. Also, there's one more thing. As a newly minted Aspethian and a Tyto student, you are entitled to your very own dormitory and, drumroll please, a free bed.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and finish that off. So he gives you your bed here, which I can see it in my inventory. And then it says my next instruction. So press I to open your inventory, which I already did, and click the bed to send it to your furniture inventory. So if I click the bed, I can see it and I can send it to my apartment. Awesome. And then it says travel to your room by clicking on the elevator shaft in the lobby of apartments. And you can also see there's a sign up here. It's for student apartments, so I know where to click and confirm, and I'll head to my apartment next. And so now it'll give me a little bit more tutorial on how to place furniture. So I can use my mouse to move the bed around the room. I can click to place it, and then I can do different adjustments as well if I want to tweak exactly what the placement looks like. And, you know, some students can get a little crazy with this and everything, but it's just a bed right now. It's pretty simple, so I'm just going to plop it down here and check out my fancy new apartment, which is pretty plain, but can end up looking really, really cool and full of life as they keep going. Yeah, so as I mentioned, it's great for student ownership, and some students are really, really motivated by it, some more than others, in order to get that decorated and show it off. They can't go into each other's rooms or anything, more they just show it off by taking screenshots or showing it on each other's screens. But definitely open to suggestions about that, just wanting to also make sure
how's your room shaping up?
It's good. Oh, I love my room.
Great. Well, I guess that's it. Welcome to Espeth once again.
Thanks. What do I do now?
There's always someone in Espeth who's looking for help. In fact, I think I saw Tyto doing some kind of experiment with flittermice over by the waterfall. Maybe he needs help?
Okay. So, and that's the end of your first quest. And that took right now for me about 11 minutes. I'm a little faster than students, so I definitely suggest more of like a 20-minute first session for your students just to get used to the game. Then after that, you'll be able to easily pull them in and out of the game, assigning them quests, and they'll log right in, do the quest, and leave, and know what they're doing. And so, yeah, watch more if you want to learn a bit more about what to do next.